What are some other, and let me just say this real quick too, with you know, telesales and then face to face. Like, guys, it is a trade-off. Like, if you're face to face, it's easier to get the client to like and trust you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Plain and simple.
100%.
So that is the downfall. Now the upside is you don't have drive time. You've got more time, or if you do have more that you wouldn't close to get to your numbers for the week, well, you've got more people to fit in now because you've got less drive time. So there's always a trade-off, right? If you've not developed yourself and become confident through the process, like for you, Tristan, you didn't have the same process as Marcus because you were in similar work already.
So the thing is, I was doing straight telesales when I was doing health with that company, and I had actually switched from health to life, and they were making me do in-home appointments. So I had recommended telesales, and with COVID and everything, I thought that was probably the wisest way to go, but director of operations wouldn't have it, said persistency would be low. So I was driving. I mean, 2 hours just there and back from the office, and then whatever you drive to the different parishes in Louisiana. So when I got in touch with Marcus and he was talking about telesales, that really intrigued me because I had come from a telesales environment with health. So being able to try it with life was definitely intriguing. So
everybody on here, if you're looking to compare yourself, like, this is two prime examples. Like, you can't. Like, meaning that Tristan would see how many families you served, and they would compare themselves to you, and they could feel inferior, right? Because look at, I suck, I'm terrible, I'm not any good at it because Tristan helped 44 families, like, in his first month, basically. And so I'm not any good, this might not work out, maybe that's a sign, maybe I can't do this. But what they don't know is that they didn't start with what you started with. You started with some experience that was very closely aligned with what we were already doing.
Same
So
market.
you already cut your teeth. You're already going through the learning curve. You had already gone through that when you started here, right?
Absolutely.
And then they look at Marcus, and it took 8 months. Was that what it was?
I was in the field for about 5 months.
5 months. Wait, that sounds better. Was it 5 months? So he was in the field for
about 5-6 months.
So 5 months, and you could think like, look how good I am. I was killing it. I helped 20 families after my first couple months. Like, look how good I am. It makes you feel superior, right? So now you think you're great because you're comparing yourself to Marcus's process. Well, you weren't cutting trees before. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, I was pumping septic tanks. It wasn't like I was closing the septic tank. Like, I had nobody around me. So it was different. That's why you got to run your race. The worst thing you can do is compare yourself to anybody in this business because you don't know what they started with. You have no clue.
And I struggled with that. I would always, I'm super competitive, so I always compare myself to other people, but I got to realize that I'm at a certain point in my journey. Like I know with my work ethic, they just been here longer than me, right? And that 5 months in the field, I'm telling you, like, I watched so many podcasts, so much training. I obsess over the training. That's why I developed this skill. So I thought it was imperative to get in the field and, drive 2 hours to a house and get no-showed. I mean, I just had a positive mindset. And dealing with that much adversity,
Did you ever think about quitting? Like, I'm just thinking to work out?
Yeah, a couple times. I thought about going back to trimming trees, man, but I couldn't do it. I'm glad that something clicked for me. It was like,
did you have like a time limit on, like, if this doesn't work out for the next X amount of months that I'm going to quit, or were you just like putting your head down expecting it to work out eventually?
So I was telling myself, I'm just going to go back and I'm going to I'm going to trim trees full time and then I'll do this part time. That's what I was telling myself, but I'm so grateful that
so you started entertaining like the idea of like, all right, this is going to work out. I'm going to go part. But man, that's the thing. Like, a lot of times how you finally get to that breakthrough, it's not how you expected to get there or the time that you expected for it to take to get there. It's just keeping your head down and getting after it, and it pops, man.
Yeah, the secret sauce is just don't give up.
That's right.
Keep going. Get around the people. Stay around the fire.